Welcome to this new series. This is called Community Gaming. My name is Wyatt. I will be your host. This series is all about gaming. It's all about playing with other people. It's about showing you that we are all one group. Today's game is going to be Fatal Frame. It is for the Xbox, came out in about 2001. It is a Japanese suspense horror game. So I hope you enjoy. And with me is Olaf.
Hi, I'm Olaf. I actually work here at Community Television, and we hope that you enjoy this program. And we're going to play this game and see what it's all about, see what the story is, have fun, and go from there.
All right, let's begin.
My big brother, he was so sweet and kind. He was the only one I
How
could
sad.
open up to about these visions. After our mother died, he was my only family.
The 24th of September, 1986.
I was 11.
I wasn't born.
So this is Himuro Mansion.
For being a game that's 15 years old, still not bad graphic-wise.
My brother was in search of someone. Junsei Takamine, a famous novelist, and a man my brother was very indebted to, disappeared while researching a book. When he told me that he got a lead on Mr. Takamine's whereabouts, I felt uneasy, like he was going far away.
I'm assuming that's Himuro. I probably pronounced that inappropriately.
The forbidden rituals of this area. It looks like Mr. Takamine was doing research into them.
Okay.
I wonder if his group is still here.
So, the way this game is designed, with the right analog stick that controls the flashlight, and you walk around with your left. When down there you see that little light up, that usually means there's something of decent importance for you to press your investigation button, which would be the A button in this. I don't recall if there is a run.
And this is in the sort of horror suspense
Yes.
genre, right? So it's really important to really look around and talk to everyone, I would suppose, that you run into. And
Yep. Anything and everything is good to investigate. And if you see shinies, go for the shinies.
right?
Press B. There, right trigger. Okay.
So we can take pictures now.
We can take pictures now. I believe. Ah. Oop.
This is a game you've played before, right?
I have played it before a few times.
Right. I've never seen this game, so this is interesting to me.
However, I have never beaten the game.
Aha.
I usually become too terrified to continue.
Oh no.
This is also a resource management game. The film in the game, you have a limited supply. If you run out of film, you are no longer able to defend yourself, is the concept of the film. It goes with
So
the
the
idea.
camera is your defense mechanism.
Yes. Ah, there we go. And it's also got this effect where if a random encounter with a spirit happens, if you take the photo, you will obtain what's called extra points for that photo. It's not just to defend yourself from aggravated spirits.
Right. Okay.
The idea is that the photo steals the soul.
Right. Or at least recaptures it, maybe.
Or recaptures it.
Even if it's angry.
Even if it's angry.
Wow.
But however, every photo you take uses your film.
Uses your film.
So even those ones I just took when I wasted 2,
Right.
should have only wasted 1, it took my film.
It took your film, right. It exposed a picture of nothing.
Pretty much. So it looks like a locked door.
So it's not a digital camera where you can just go and
No, it is
erase the pictures you don't want and retake them. This is like
Unfortunately, no.
Truly 1986, where you're using a film camera, and yeah, when you get to the end of the whatever's on the roll, you're at the end.
Yep.
Do you have to take them to the place to develop them?
If you make it out, perhaps.
To make it out, right?
There is a nice little thing about this is that the film will come in different sizes, which it will increase in power against spirits.
Oh, cool.
So the weaker film you'll find more in abundance, and the stronger will be in less of a great supply. Ah. So you can see down in the corner I have 57. That's how many shots I am allowed, and I have type 14 film at the moment in time. Oops,
And you just
that is
took a
not
nice
what I wanted to do.
So if you're explaining to your friends how to play the game, keep your fingers off the button because you might lose film.
Yes. That was not what I wanted to do. All right, so there should be something of importance around here somewhere.
Old books. They're about dark rituals.
Yeah.
Huh.
So that is the part that I would assume is most likely realistic and true to based on the true story portion of it. So there's a clock. Just an old clock. Doesn't work anymore.
So we know no one's been there to wind the clock in a while.
Indeed. Dilapidated old building. It's a perfect place to go exploring, though. Even if you walk at a snail's pace. Or get stuck on stuff.
You know, I wouldn't, if we're actually there, I see horribly, so I wouldn't be walking fast either with a flashlight of that size.
This notebook.
I probably
It's
wouldn't either
Mr.
with my night
Takamine's.
blindness.
Okay.
I do enjoy how the flashbacks are made like a film.
That was Mr.
So he just had a
Takamine.
vision.
So he
Yes.
did
So
come
the flashbacks are vision based too.
Yep.
So that ties into the.
I can't run fast. Please leave me alone. So that would be the aggravated spirit.
Right. I like the use of sound in this, like the breathing sounds, and that's very nicely done to build suspense.
Oh yeah, it's very well done. Unlike American horrors, this is not doesn't involve a lot of gore and stuff like that. It involves more just slight little things, the breathing, small changes in lighting.
Right. Little sounds in the background.
Yep. So, and another thing about this system is if you wait for it to power up, you're supposedly supposed to do more damage to them. Ah, that didn't work. And I can only walk away.
And it follows you?
It does follow you. You really cannot get away unless you go through a doorway. Ah!
Oh my goodness. That doesn't look like it feels good.
No. It is much harder to deal with them. Ah! I can speed up a little bit now. Haha! Apparently that is the X button.
Good to know, eh?
All right. No. Where'd you go?
Huh. Wow.
I'm a Ghostbuster now.
With this camera has the power to expose things the normal eye can't see. I remember the incident from which I learned its unique power to capture ghosts.
I tried to take out the camera and take a picture of the floor, apparently. There is a way to do more damage against the spirits. However, it is not a very good method. You are supposed to wait until they're about to attack you and then take the photo.
Aha.
So it's kind of a luck of the draw when that happens on whether or not you'll succeed at that.
Like in some games, do you have the ability to go to first person and see further and zoom in, or?
The only first person you have is in the camera mode. Otherwise, it is third person.
Okay, so you
all
can use the
time.
camera to try to see, like that guy was walking below us earlier. I'm thinking about when you were turned and walking down the stairs, if there was a good way to sort of see down and see what's down there before you go down there.
The only way to do that would be up with the camera,
With the
because you can
camera,
still
right.
move with the right analog stick, but then your hands are looking like this, which is a very awkward position.
Right,
But you can do it that way.
and do it that way.
Oh, we just saw Wyatt was opened, but we did. He did not. Ah, that light effect on the ropes is
Yeah.
terrifying.
It's been 2 weeks since I last heard from my brother. But he left a note that led me to this place. I felt as though something was calling me here. Mafuyu.
The strangling ritual. The first night. Now, I don't know about you, but if a sibling of mine were to disappear, odds are I'm not going to go to the place they disappeared to.
Not at night,
My brother
if I have
was-
any idea about what's going on. I mean, I don't know, it's my sibling. I might. Probably not alone.
What is this place? Did someone just...
So we get to start all over again.
So do you bounce back between the two characters, or?
You will do almost everything with this one,
Sure. Okay.
the little sister.
So the brother has really disappeared.
As far as I'm
into the
aware of,
house.
as far as I've gotten, yes.
Right into the house. So.
And since it's only been 2 weeks, a lot of the stuff will remain the same, but not everything.
So you're here to save your brother.
Your
Brother was there to try to find the writer.
Yep.
The writer was there to try to write a book
Yes.
about probably dark rituals and goings-on that were strange.
That would probably be the idea behind it. He actually went in there with 2 others, and throughout the game, you'll actually pick up stuff from the other 2 as well. Audio recordings and stuff from what they experience. And this little thing back here is our save stations in this.
Aha.
So I'm going to do this before I forget to do so.
I would guess this is a game you want to save often in.
Yes,
When you're done, you're done unless you have saved recently.
Yes.
Right, okay. And you have to go to a save station in order to save, right? There's no in-field.
Nope,
Save
there is no
mechanism.
infill that has to be at a save station.
So if you're going to pick this game up and play it, you want to make sure you have time set aside
Yes.
to really be immersed in it. And as long as you can submit to the game.
Submit to the game. Yes, submit to the spirits within this game.
Right. I mean
as-
that in the nicest way, but really to bring yourself into, to be part of the story, you want to have time to do that. And it's not something you can sit down and play for 5 minutes.
Not really, no.
There are more ropes now. That's an ominous statement.
Indeed. Piece of paper on the floor, it looks like a piece of a notebook. So this is also something you'll obtain from individuals who are here, is research notes, their notebooks, and books throughout the game itself.
Okay.
Now, she mentioned a file. Well, that'd be the wrong button. Is it that one? Haha, that button. So this is our equipment and item screen. We can click on our items, check them out. We have herbal medicine, sacred water. So these help us greatly in times of need, since odds are I will probably be injured a great deal in this,
Right.
because I'm not as good as I wish I was. And you can also go through the photos that you have taken, even in battle with other ghosts. You can look at them. It'll tell you what they are: the bound man, the man looking down.
So you have a spirit gallery
Yes, you have a spirit gallery.
and some info on them there.
You can get some info here
Right.
in our scraps and our notebooks and stuff. So this tells you the camera controls again, how to shoot at ghosts,
Right.
strange phenomena found around the mansion if you get the photos of it, and notebooks and research. So
Cool.
you can find all your stuff back here if you went through it too quickly and didn't pay enough attention to it or missed a certain part of it.
Right.
It also allows you to have a map. Now you can only see the rooms you've been in.
Right.
So that also helps you go with, oh, well, let's go off the beaten path, because you're always supposed to go off the beaten path.
Right. You can at least know if you've been there yet.
Yes. And this game is a lot of problem solving and such, so you almost have to go back to other places to figure out where you went wrong. And to think through that whole ordeal, it's still in fine condition.
Did something happen to my brother?
So now we have the camera back. And we have his notebook. Was once home of a large landowner. Now this is probably, I would assume, an actual place. The Himuro Mansion, I assume it's an actual place. And the rituals that went on here might have been part of the true story aspect.
So he massacred his whole family, it looks like.
Yeah, you know, it's Japan, why not?
It happens other places.
Yes, unfortunately.
Don't drink the Kool-Aid. You know?
Indeed. So then after all this stuff, Takamine ends up coming, and he and his followers have just gone missing. As it mentioned, other people have done the same.
Right.
So this was supposed to be abandoned. No one was supposed to come in here anymore. And hey, up, oh, up. So that was not one of those instances where you try to get the photo.
Right. Yeah, it's really important to pay attention to anything you think that looks different in the game, because they're only there for a few seconds.
Exactly.
Yeah, wow.
I don't know if I can take a photo of this thing over here or not. I thought at one point you possibly could.
They did a really good job with the lighting in this game.
Yes.
Light and shadows.
And that's what gives all the Fatal Frames their appeal, because it's not what we would be used to as a as gamers in general, and just even horror movies today aren't quite like this.
Right. So this is the first in a longer series?
Yes, I believe there are 4 or 5 in the series for different consoles as well.
So if we go on to the end of this same hallway we're in before, there are just a whole lot of mirrors in this place.
No, this is the end of the same hallway.
Okay.
And then countless eerie handprints here, red handprints. Is it blood? Nope, it's finger paint. In this game, you'll be doing a lot of backtracking. I have no idea how many countless hours I've spent backtracking in this game. Because you are legitimately forced to do so.
Right. I swear I turned that off.
Ooh, shiny.
Shiny. Ooh, lion mask.
Now, when we were playing as the brother, we came to Lying Mask and did nothing. There was no shiny here.
Right.
So.
Right. Herbal medicine.
One thing that I always thought was entertaining is these areas that we walk through, where you walk through as the brother, Bro's shadow. He was not able to pick up any of the notebook stuff and pages. Stopped at 11:45, or anything like that, while she can.
Right.
Which kind of.
People see different things.
Yes.
You know, so, I mean, I've been in, derelict buildings and things like that, usually with other people. I didn't tend to go in them alone.
I hope not. That's a dangerous idea.
It's a dangerous idea. But, it has always been interesting to me how, I would see different things than my friends would see, or almost anywhere you go. You've been walking out in the woods,
Walking out in the woods, you come to this situation, actually right here.
Right.
We had sound, and now it almost all died off.
Right.
If that happens in the woods, something bad is going to
Right.
ensue. Did I pass it?
I like the setup that, it's just, people looking for one another rather than like the sort of chosen hero setup. That
Yeah.
we really like that here. You know, it's part of the Western
Well, yeah.
you know, fairy tale idea. You know, that
There's
the coming of age chosen
the hero complex.
the diamond in the rough. I like that there's that these are just people that are looking for each other.
It kind of makes it a little bit more personal, I guess, in a way.
Right. It's very much like playing a novel
Yes.
or playing a movie.
They give you a lot of information, and you have to take your time and try to understand what they're giving you.
Right. So when you're playing this, not with a camera in front of you, do you keep a notebook handy and write things down?
Sometimes I do, yeah, actually, yes.
Like the clock stopped at 11:45.
Yes.
'Cause a lot of times in these sorts of games, these things become significant later, and then you don't have to walk back to the clock and read when it stopped.
I actually do keep a notebook with me most of the time. Oh, I guess it wasn't at that point. I do remember at a point you're supposed to take a photo of this, and it reveals a door behind it. I just don't recall what point that is.
Did you get the little flashy square when it's ready to do that? Or was it a hidden?
One of the things that this game allows is when there's places like this where it's supposed to happen. Oh, I was supposed to hit A first. Actually investigate it first.
Right.
You'll actually it'll have a strange blue hue to it, and it'll sort of shimmer.
Oh, there's something.
Thank you for watching Fatal Frame here at Community Gaming. Tune in next time for the continuation.